This video, we are going to close a reporting period, which means we have already created our expenses, and now we are going to close them. So I'm going to go to my reporting period area. So I'm going to go to post-award management reporting periods. And I'm also going to pull up my expenses screen. So I'm going to go to post-award, financial, and expenses. In my reporting period area, I'm going to see any reporting periods I have previously closed. And you also see any rejected ones I have as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and create my reporting period for April. So I can get these two expenses in there. Click the plus sign in the top right, select expenses, and then select my time frame. If you do not see your time frame, that means it is already open and already closed, or it's already open and it has been reopened for you, which is why the status would say rejected. If that's the case, you can just go back into it and close it after those changes for whatever reason have been made. And I have selected the wrong reporting period. I would like 2021, so I'm going to go back. I could either close this reporting period or just leave it open. So I'll do the plus sign again. Expenses, and there we go. 2021. There we go. So we can see my total expenses amount per period is $500, and number of unreviewed expenses is 1. So this is a red flag because it's saying there's an unreviewed expense. So if I go to my expense screen, you can see here's my $500 expense, and this one is not getting pulled into my reporting period for $100, and that is because the status is new. So I'm going to go ahead and click the edit pencil. I'm going to change this expense status to reviewed, so it does get pulled into that reporting period. If your reporting period gets reopened, your expense statuses will be marked as reviewed again. And at this point, you could also make any changes that you needed to, like let's say you forgot source documentation, which in this example is the case as well. So we could go to choose files, go ahead and add that. Or if you needed to change your match amounts, you do it while it is still editable, which means it is not closed in a reporting period. So after I made my changes, I'm going to go ahead and click save. And I'm going to go back to that April reporting period. So I'm going to go to post-award management reporting periods. I'm just going to close this whole one because it's going to refresh and it's going to get pulled into there. So here is my April, which is open. And there's my $600, and my number of unreviewed expenses is now 0. You do not need to put documentation here because all your source documentation is on the individual expense. You will not need to worry about expense analytics section. That is if you use the allocation feature, which we do not use in the budget. Same with the budgeted amount. But you do want to look at your total amount and your categories. So saying I have $100 in expenses in contract development, and I have $500 in materials and supplies. So I'm going to keep select all selected and go ahead and click close. And Next, you will create a payment request if you're ready to draw funds.